Oh, what is going on, all you fellow Shinigami gods of death? My name is Reaper, and you guys wanted it. For whatever reason, you wanted to hear another one of these stories. It's been a while, and I'll give it that. I've been putting it off. Decided to put on my new mask. Well, not my new mask. I had this a while back. Decided I put it on while reading this, so hopefully you can hear me. Alright. Let's get into this. Now mind you, this was one of the first stories I wrote, and along with that, this was about the worst. I tried doing one of those gaming creepypastas in the vein of Sonics.exe and Tails Doll and whatnot. It wasn't that good. So, yeah. Let's see how this goes. It was another Tuesday afternoon. I just came home from the worst day at school. Already starting off great. Not only did I fail my math test, but I tripped when I was at lunch and landed in a warm plate of mashed potatoes and peas and got it all over my clothes. Really, like, a small detail that we didn't really need to know and we couldn't really care about. So, you know, that's like the first downside of this. This day was a pain, but when I got home, I knew immediately what would cheer me up. The game that I would play non-stop every day when I got home from school. Minecraft was a game that I would always play no matter what mood I was in. I always loved going in the game and building things, but the part about the game that I loved the most was survival. I always loved exploring the world and trying to find mine shafts and desert pyramids, and when I found all the materials to build a house, it made me feel like I did something amazing. Yes, building something in a game that was made to build things makes you feel accomplished. So I loaded up my game, and everything was okay until I got to the menu where I would select my worlds. I had seemed to all of my worlds had been deleted and replaced with only one world called Do You Want to Play? So now we're going with the Jigsaw theme. I figured it was some stupid joke I figured it was just some stupid joke my little brother played on me, but I decided that I would at least check it out. When I loaded the level, I noticed instantly that the graphics did not look very good. Obviously, it's Minecraft. What graphics are there to look good? It's cubes. You can't expect anything from cubes. That's like the first things that games were made from. I had a fast running computer, but the game lagged a lot for some reason. Okay. Well, first off, I've never had that, so I'm envious of my own character in my own story. While I was wandering around the world, I saw something that you would never see in a game like Minecraft ever in your life. I saw a village covered with blood and dead villagers. I've seen that from time to time. I knew that it couldn't me any kind of mods, as I didn't have any on this world. I don't know why, but I felt like I had to go see the village. When I finally got there, I saw a sign on it. I read, "Why did you do that?" Ooh, creepy italicized and red font for it. Nice. Very interesting. It looked like the words were written in blood. What did the sign mean? I took a long look at the sign, then I heard a strange sound. It was nothing like I have ever heard in the game. Ooh, so spooky. When will it stop? It came from one of the houses in the village. So I decided to check it out. When I opened the door, I saw a pig, but it was bloody, and it had sharp teeth with red eyes. So spooky. What will he think of next? At this point, I was getting a little freaked out. I decided to turn off the game. I looked at my alarm clock. I didn't know that I was playing for an hour. It was already 8:25, so I decided to go to sleep and delete the world save for the game tomorrow. If you're wondering why I have a different mask, it's because that one was absolutely terrible. And because I'm dying from heat, or whatever you call it. So, yeah. Let's continue. I woke up at 1:13 to hear the sound of my Minecraft game playing. Only the song was distorted and was terrible. You can't expect that game to be anything but. I went to my computer to try and turn it off. Think my brother was being a jerk and trying to scare me. But when I tried to turn the computer off, the game would stay on. I unplugged the computer and the game was still on. At this point, I had started to worry how could the computer stay on even after unplugging it. I didn't want to play the game, but I just could not go back to bed while this demonic tone was playing. I decided to see what was going on, so I went to the world menu. But there was... Actually, first he didn't even take out the battery. He didn't try that. He only went up there and tried the outlet and, trying to turn it off. But if that doesn't work, why not try taking out the battery? Tips from Reaper. I don't know if I read this part. I decided to see what was going on, so I went to the world menu. But there was something different about the name of the world I previously played. Instead of the world you want to play, it now read Bleed Like Me, hence the name of the story. I knew that my little brother couldn't have done this because I locked my door every night before I go to bed, so how'd you figure he turned the computer on? The door was still locked. I began to feel a chill run up my spine. Not feel. He didn't feel it. He didn't feel it. It didn't feel like there's anything touching him or anything. He filled, as in putting something inside of something, a chill. He filled a chill run up his spine. As I clicked into the world, I could have sworn on my life that as soon as I clicked the world, that I heard something run into my room from who knows where, but I heard something. You have any animals? Like, is that a thing or no? No? I finally built up the courage to move to turn on the lights. But as I did this, I noticed something on the computer screen. It was a Minecraft pig covered in blood with intestine dangling from its mouth. The eyes of the pig were bloodshot red, and it smiled at me with sharp teeth. Wherever I moved, the pig would always follow. I built up the courage to attack the pig. I hit the pig once, and I soon regretted it. The pig uttered a distorted cry of pain. I nearly fell back on my chair. He nearly fell back onto his chair. Not out of his chair. Not from his chair. On his chair. Chair? Like this. He was so terrified by it, he almost fell back in a perfect sitting position onto his chair. Once again, I tried to shut off the computer, but before I could, I heard a distorted voice come from the pig. "You have made me bleed. Now you will suffer the same fate as I. I do believe that we created the worst story on the interwebs." Let's see. Cliche creepypasta. Of course it had to be Minecraft. Of course, had to be. And now, crappy one-liners. I do believe that's 3 strikes and we're out. Out. The computer had finally shut off. I turned to my alarm clock. It had read 3:57. I was surprised that I had been playing for 4 hours. I highly doubt that, because there was nothing in there that stated you were playing this for 4 hours, unless you were actually sitting in the dark for 4 hours straight and just staring at this pig, and it took this pig like 2 hours to say this one sentence. Highly much doubt that. I had tried to go back to sleep, but it felt that something was watching me. I turned on my light. Nothing was there. Nice use of double words. Every crappy horror movie needs that. And story, for a matter of fact. I had finally fallen asleep and woke up at 7 in the morning, but when I woke up, I saw that my computer was on and it read, "Bleeding like a pig, bleeding like me." The end. Alright, that was the story. Took a whole 15 minutes to read it. Hopefully it can be shrunken down for, biteable time or whatever. But it was terrible. Once again, that was actually my first one I ever made. And it was terrible. Mind you, I could not spell and still cannot spell, or grammar for nothing. As for the subject, why? The one-liner, why again? And the ending, still pretty trash. But, give me your feedback in the comments. Maybe you thought it was good, probably not. If you did, you have no taste. Or maybe you have very strange taste, which I can agree on. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, hit that like button down below, show some support, and if you are new, hit that subscribe button, become Shinigami. Got it today, and I'll see all you dudes in the next video. Peace!